Good morning, y'all. I am so in favor of trash talk. I literally beg my athletes to bring this into the game for several reasons. Before we get into it, I guess I should do a little bit of an intro. So, as you can guess, this episode is all about the positive effects trash talk can have on athletes and how to use it effectively. There are some negative impacts of it, yes, and questions about where to draw the line. I'm not encouraging bullying by any means. I'm simply talking about the language that is used in a sport setting against an opponent and to keep it competitive. Let me repeat that. Trash talk is used in a sport context, in the sport arena. It is against the opponent they are playing, and the purpose is to keep it competitive. And those are kind of the unwritten rules of trash talk, you can say. You don't want to bring it on social media. Don't attack their family, especially considering cultural differences. Some cultures will literally throw a punch if you say a comment about their sister, and you cannot do it to degrade someone. With all that being said, let's get into the positive impacts of it and why I encourage athletes as a sport psychology coach to use trash. This is a tool to use, just like all athletes need a refocusing tool. Trash talk can be a very effective competitive tool as well. So I have three main reasons why trash talk can have a positive impact on performance. Number one, it raises the overall level of competitiveness. Let's use volleyball as an example. If you ace me, I'm going to say, serve me now. You can't do that again. I just challenged that server. So now the pressure is on her to serve that exact same spot again and trying to get another ace, which is really hard to do. It's hard to get two aces in a row. And she knows that I'm confident in my abilities because why else would I say that? And playing against a confident person can be really intimidating. So I literally just turned that whole situation around and I'm saying, serve me again. I'm not going to let you ace me. Now we're both fighting to make a good play happen, and the stakes just got a little bit higher. And imagine if you're doing this in practice against teammates. It can not only create a more competitive environment, which is similar to how games are going to be, and that's good to practice in a game-like environment, but it also makes it more fun. You're joking, you're laughing with each other, you're challenging one another, and you just made each other better because you're so focused on doing whatever you can to win. You need someone else who is going to be competitive and can give it back to you, of course, if you're using trash talk. But that takes us into reason number two as to why it can have a positive impact. So again, reason one is that it creates a more competitive environment. Reason two, if athletes don't know how to handle trash talk, then it can really get into their heads and it's a distraction. So if I'm telling you, you won't make that shot or I'm going to blow by you, if they aren't very mentally strong, then you already have them beat. They're going to be so distracted and thrown off by what you just said that they aren't thinking about the play in front of them at all. All they're thinking about is what you're doing and trying not to get beat. So now I'm also working with athletes on how to stay composed and focused through comments like this because like I said before, it's a tool and others will use it against you. So I'm helping athletes who might not know how to handle trash talks. I'm on both sides of this. I'm encouraging it, but then I'm on the side where I'm helping athletes be able to handle it. But trash talk is just, it's a part of sports. It's something that just comes along with the game, and you definitely sign up for it if you're playing at a highly competitive level. So reason number three why trash talk can be good for performance, it keeps you focused on executing the play and beating your opponents rather than getting in your head and thinking about all your errors and your mistakes. For example, let's say if I beat you in a 1v1 situation, you might say, oh, he's not doing that to me again. This keeps you locked in on what you want to do versus thinking about that past error you had and going, me, my mistakes. I can't believe I just did that. No, you're responding with, he's not going to do that again. So you are so focused on winning and doing whatever you can to get the job done. And that's what we want. Rise to the challenge, work to overcome it, do not avoid it. Avoiding it will lead to safe and timid play. To summarize, three reasons why trash talk can be a good thing. One, raises overall competitiveness. Two, can distract your opponents and give you an advantage. Three, it keeps you focused on what you want to do, not on what you want to avoid. So for help handling or dishing trash talk, email me, Georgia@rootedsportspsychcoach.com. Thank you for tuning in this week, you all, and we'll see you next week.